Is your shop fully optimized to convert your browsers into buyers? Or are you working really hard to drive traffic to a shop that isn't optimized to convert those visitors into customers? Hey, I'm Janet LeBlanc from Paper and Spark. I'm a financial educator and I help makers and artists like you start and scale your online shop so you can achieve your financial goals with ease. By the end of today's video, you will know 7 specific things to look out for on your own e-commerce site that could be preventing your visitors from hitting the buy button. You'll learn a few tweaks that you can quickly implement now to optimize for conversions right away. Make sure you stick around to the end of this video where I'll be sharing an exclusive coupon for my new Spark shop where you can download resources, templates, quick win workshops, and mini podcasts on optimizing your e-commerce shop. You probably work really hard to get more eyeballs on your products. As online shop owners, I feel like we spend the majority of our time on marketing, posting on social, emailing our list, creating videos, optimizing for SEO. The list goes on, right? But are you sure that your website is doing the best it can at converting as many of those visitors you're working so hard to get to paying customers? If you haven't optimized your site for conversions yet, you could be selling yourself short and working really hard for not a lot of money. This is especially important if you're noticing that you get a lot of browsers in your shop, but not a whole lot of buyers. What is preventing them from pulling the trigger? Let's go through a quick shop audit and ensure that your site is fully optimized for conversions, and by conversions, I mean sales. This means we're making sure your metric called the conversion rate is as high as possible. Here are 7 ways we can do that. 1. Remove any links, ads, or widgets on your cart and checkout pages. It's important to keep your checkout process as distraction-free as possible. Any distractions to your browser, like links back to your blog, ads somewhere else, pop-ups, or unnecessary information can cause your customer to abandon their purchase, and we don't want that. So go on your cart page and your checkout page and remove any links, ads, widgets, or distractions that may take customers away from completing their purchase. We want to drive them straight only to one goal, which is completing checkout. 2. Allow guest checkout. Requiring your customers to create an account and set a password prior to hitting the buy button can reduce your conversions because people are lazy, let's be honest. This is especially true if you have one of those complex password strength requirements for setting up that account. If you're able to, consider offering a guest checkout option instead. Make the process quicker and easier for your customers, and you can always offer the option to set up an account right after they complete their purchase. 3. Remove any unnecessary forms or fields in your checkout or cart process. Nobody likes to fill out a bunch of personal information about themselves, especially if they're in a hurry to make a purchase. So if you don't need to know my business name or my phone number, don't ask for it. Remove those fields. Make sure your checkout only asks for the information that you absolutely need in order to help the customer complete their purchase. Make the forms clear and legible and easy to fill in. 4. Offer multiple payment processing options and installment plans. Different people obviously prefer different methods of paying. By offering multiple options, you can make sure that you're not turning away potential customers. PayPal is always a good option to offer because a lot of people love to just log into their PayPal, but also some people seem to hate PayPal for whatever reason. So I recommend PayPal and at least one other option. It's also worth looking into having your shop site set up to offer Apple Pay and Google Pay because that's really easy for mobile checkout. You will lose some people who just don't want to be bothered to go find their credit card or their wallet or their purse or whatever. So the more options you can offer, the more conversions you're going to get. Also consider offering installment plans for higher priced items if you're able to. Things like Sezzle and Afterpay or the PayPal installment plans are good options to look into and really popular right now. How are you liking my ideas so far? Let me know in the comments and make sure to subscribe to my channel for future updates on how to optimize your shop. My 5th idea is making sure your shop is optimized for mobile shopping and the mobile checkout experience. More and more of us are shopping on our phones these days, so if your site isn't optimized for mobile, you could be losing out on a lot of sales. A lot of us spend a lot of time working on our websites on a desktop computer or a laptop computer. That's fine, but make sure you walk through the checkout process on a mobile device. Or 2, bonus points if you do Android and iPhone testing. Check that there's no pop-ups or weird drop-down menus impacting the mobile shopping experience. Make sure your photos or your videos look great on mobile. You'll see a boost in conversions once you optimize. 6, improve your page load speed. Slow loading times can be really frustrating for customers and cause them to abandon their purchase. Again, people are lazy and easily distracted. They will click off your page if it feels like it's taking too long to load. You can make sure your site is optimized for speed by compressing your images or your videos, minimizing code used, and using a fast hosting provider. I highly recommend checking out GTmetrix, metrix.com. It's a free tool to test the loading speed of different pages of your site. And I'll have a story about my own experience with that in a minute. My 7th idea is making sure you state shipping costs up front or offer free shipping. Unexpected shipping costs is one of the biggest causes of cart abandonment for online shopping. Nobody likes a surprise when they get to the end of the checkout process and they're hit with what they feel like is a big additional shipping charge. They're way less likely to convert and buy. Make sure that your customers know what they'll be paying before they get to that checkout page. Consider offering free shipping. That's just the easiest thing for no surprises. But you could also just offer free shipping for orders over a certain amount, or flat rate shipping across the board, or flat rate shipping for orders over a certain amount. The important thing is that whatever you do, you're clearly communicating it throughout the shopping process. It's not a surprise at the end. So that could be stating it on the product listing itself, having one of those lead bars up front that says flat rate shipping, $5 per order. Just make sure that you're clearly communicating it. The best part about all of these tweaks is that you can implement them pretty quickly, like over a weekend if you want. The hardest part is often just figuring out the tech for how to institute a certain change. But once you do that and you make those changes, you can see improvements to your conversion rate right away. I have an example of a personal story with this. I recently had a Facebook ad running to a landing page with a limited time offer for a digital product, and it wasn't converting well at all, like 0 sales a day. I tested my page load speed with that GTmetrix tool and it was abysmal. They graded it an F. It was loading so slow, mostly because of a really big file size GIF that I had that was taking a long time to load on certain devices. So we made some changes to that one GIF to make it load faster, and the next day I made 3 sales on that digital product from that ad. So just a testament to how making these small tweaks can actually make a real impact on your profit. If you want to dive deeper into more specific ideas and tricks for increasing this metric, your conversion rate, make sure you check out my mini private podcast on this topic available in my Spark shop. You can use code YouTube to save $5 on that mini podcast right here. This quick shop audit is an easy way to boost your revenue without having to work much harder on your marketing. And if you'd like to learn more tips on how to optimize your shop, make sure you check out my next video, 4 easy hacks to increase your shop sales that don't require more traffic next. I'll see you over there.